that was necessary since the public being will be affected by the light, hence the lighting system should be put on you.
Because the lighting systems in the workplace is appropriate and supportive with the functions of the employees. Of the employees.
With the management of Technocare on how their lights are designed because it helps ensure that employees has adequate light in order for them to do their task effectively. And also in their case, they do not have to turn on a lot of switches in case they need a lot of lights.
Okay, sabihin na lang po yung name.
RD David.
Ayun po.
I'm a practitioner ako. I'm a lighting designer for events tsaka for theater.
Okay. So, bakit po yung lights po dito sa backstage maliwanag? Pag ano?
Yung dito sa backstage, kaya siya maliwanag is para syempre makita mo yung, for you to read the scripts or for you to, kung may mga, like yung mga maliliit na details, para madali mo siyang maayos. For example, nagka-problema, madali mo siyang matotroubleshoot.
Tapos yung sa stage naman po, bakit po kailangan maliwanag pag open house and pag...
Time check 6:48,
Now,
open house 7 p.m.
okay. Now with that, kailangan maliwanag when it comes kapag open house kasi it's for the audience to see their way around the theater. I mean, pagpapasok ka, para hindi ka madapa, or I mean, to avoid any accidents while entering the theater. Yeah.
Tapos yung mga ano pong gamit lights?
Well, for the theater lights, while the show is going on, marami kaming ginagamit. We have the conventional lighting fixtures, which ito yung mga par 64s, and these are dimmable. And then we also use the intelligent lighting, which is the more modern type of theater lighting, which ito yung nandito yung mga effects. Ito ganyan. Yan.
The lighting is part of the design by the architect when they renovated this office. So it was actually set up that way, giving into account the placement of the different tables of the employees. And of course, giving also account to the spaces, because usually a certain number of lights is needed for a certain space. No? So it depends on the actual size of the area, how many lights there should be. So those are the things that are taken into consideration. But currently, we're replacing the fluorescent lights with LED. Well, mainly because of the issues on economics also. Since LED is supposed to be more longer lasting and would be less costly in the long run in terms of the consumption of electricity. Although, as it is, the LED lights are more pricier than the usual fluorescent, but the utilization would be less costly for the company. So, but basically, the number of lights are being maintained at this time. Although I think eventually we will be reducing the use of some lights on areas which are not oftenly used during the day. The work area of the employees, because you cannot put light directly. I think there's a certain engineering involved with regards to the workspaces. So it should not be too dark. It should not be too. There should not be too much light also, because it would be reflecting against the computer. So we also have to take a look at the ergonomics of things, when we design lights and spaces in the office.
We agree that the company should use LED. First of all, because its lifespan is 50,000 hours. Second of all, it uses less power or watts per unit of light generated. Third of all, annually, operating cost is lower. And lastly, it does not contain toxic mercury.